too. Like for real. This is getting annoying to me. So I'm on my way to the crib, right? I'm on my way to the crib. I'm enjoying my day and everything like that. Got good sleep in, all that stuff, right? So I stop at the Subway, down the street from my crib, and look, I this dude go ask me, "Hey man, could you do me a small favor?" Now before I finish this, I want people to know, when people are in need, I do help them out, right? Like if someone is less fortunate than me, as long as I feel like they're sincere, I have no problem with helping them out, whether it's me giving them food or me giving them money, because I'm blessed to have what I have, and there are people that are less fortunate, but you do got those that do have more than what you got, and they just trying to take advantage of the situation. Meaning, like, someone probably has a house, they probably got a fridge full of food and a car that they drive, and they still be out here panhandling, asking for money and stuff. And then you got those that really need the money and stuff, because they're trying to find a job, they trying to provide for their family, but times is just hard right now, and people aren't trying to hire them because of they're going off their appearance and everything of that nature, which I feel like is kind of wrong. Because if a homeless person walk into a store and they asking for a job application, they looking for work, I feel like that owner should just hire them and give them something to do, put some money in their pocket to help them clean themselves up if they trying to get out of that situation. But then you got some that's just stuck in that situation because they feel like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be, and it's like that ain't the situation. So that's just the mindset. But back to the story though. Sorry I got off track. Look, so I go into, so my automatically no. Then he thought he could really get some money because he had his baby with him in the carriage. Like, she covered up in a blanket, and he rolling her all up and down the nine, talking about asking people for 75 cents. And guess what the 75 cents is for? So he could go get a Black and Mild. Nah, it was a backwood. He tried to get some backwoods so he could go get high. Man, where's your priorities at, bro? Come on, man. Like, you ain't never finna be out here on Christmas Eve out here asking people for 75 cents just so you can go roll up. That's wild to me. That is, you got your child out here. She's like an infant, y'all. I want y'all to really understand why I'm snapping, because she's an infant. And you got her out here. It is midnight. It is midnight. And you got her out here. I don't know. I don't know the baby's gender. I don't know. But, the baby's in a stroller. You strolling her up and down the nine, talking about, hey, man, can I get 75 cents for some backwoods? I'm trying to get a backwood. Really? Really? Like, really? Getting high is that important that you would take your child out in Chicago in one of the roughest neighborhoods in the South Shore area just to get high? I want y'all to let that sink in for a minute. That's crazy to me. That's bonkers to me that you in real time think that's okay to come outside this late, panhandling, asking people, do they got 75 cents to get a backwood? I don't even know how much backwoods or Dutches or Swishers, I don't even know how much that stuff costs, because again, I'm not a smoker. So it's just the thought of that is mind blowing to me. And yet you got a guy that sits in the subway periodically, like he's really homeless, who's really homeless, who really needs the money for food because he don't know where his next meal is gonna come from. He don't know where his next meal is finna come from. And you trying to get money to go get high, and he trying to get money so he can eat. Cause that guy that sits in that subway, every time I come up in there, like when I do go up in there and stuff, and if y'all from, the Chicago area, it's y'all know the subway I'm talking about. It's the one that's on off 79th and in Yates, right? I'll go there around these times because my man's Bob work up in there, and Bob was like, I'm the only one that tip him because I feel like if you give good service, man, tip them because it does go a long way. And Bob has looked out for me on multiple occasions, and sometimes I just go up in there and sometimes I don't even really be hungry. I'll just go grab a sandwich for later, but I really go in there and check up on him because they be acting so crazy over there. Like like one time, one dude, broke his windows to his car and to the store. Then another time, somebody stole his car. And so I'll just be up in there just making sure he cool, because he one of the good people. He's the one that's like, if you down on your luck and you just try to get some food, he'll give you some food, and on the people that you need in the neighborhood and stuff like that. But you got people like my man's with this baby outside talking about, hey man, can I get a 75 cents so I get a backwood? Man, get your broke ass on out of here, man. Go get a job or something, bro. Yo, smoking is not that important. If you ain't got 75 cents to go get you a backwood or a Dutch, then that means, dude, you don't need to be smoking. You don't need to be smoking. You got your daughter out here rolling the streets on the 9 trying to get high. Unbelievable, man. Like, straight up unbelievable. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. That's just crazy. It's crazy to me that you really got some people out there that really is like that. And that's wild. Like, yo, if you ain't got the money to support your habit, then stop begging others for it. It's your habit. If you smoke squares and you can't afford to buy you a pack of squares, that it ain't meant for you to be smoking, or manage your money better. Like, if I want to go to the bar and have a drink, or I want to go to the liquor store and get a drink, and I ain't got the money, now I guess I ain't drinking it. Shoot, I ain't drinking then, man. I gotta, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I just don't understand that, y'all. I really had to get that off my check. That chest. Oh, I said check. See, money coming in. I'm sorry, y'all. But no, I had to get that off my chest because, again, there's people out there that really do need help and are really trying to get out that situation and stuff like that. And you got people that just want money so they could get high, so they could go buy a beer, so they could go freaking whatever. I've seen it with my own eyes, y'all. I kid you not. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, this one dude was standing outside the liquor store in Dalton, down the street from where Mom stayed. He used to stay on that corner every single day, right? Asking for like 33 cents, all this stuff. He was trying to get something to eat. That's what he said. He said, I'm trying to get something to eat. Wonder if you got like 30, any spare change. That's what they always say, you got any spare change? Because their thought process is, if don't nobody really have 33 cents, so they hoping they can get a dollar or $2 or $5, but they say 33 cents because they feel like, hey, it's not, is someone usually gonna pull out a dollar, like, I ain't got 33 cents, but here's a dollar. I mean, $1, no, a dollar bill, not $100, just a $1 bill, but and that's their whole thought process behind it. How do I know this? Because it was a guy I ran into, and me and him was chopping it up, and he used to be homeless. So he was like, I used to be homeless. I used to ask people for 33 cents. And I was like, and I had to ask him, I said, well, why do people ask for 33, why do they ask for 33 cents? I don't get it. Just ask for what you want. Like, if you need $30 to go get a room, ain't nothing wrong with just be like, hey man, do you got $30? I'm trying to get a room for the night, I'm trying to shower. Ask for what you want, right? He was like, he told me, he was like, that's because, people usually don't have 33 cents. They always have like, a dollar or like $5 or $20, and that's what we be hoping for. I'm like, oh. So I was like, how'd you get out that situation? He told me, he was like, man, he was like, it was one guy, I'm standing outside the Maxwell Polish spot on Jewtown. If you from Chicago, you know the spot I'm talking about. It's by UIC. They call it Jewtown over here. So he said, he was outside. He was like, hey, I'm trying to get something to eat. Do you got 33 cents? He said a dude pulled out in one pocket, pulled out a knot that thick. And then he put it back in his pocket. He went in his other pocket, pulled out another knot. So he put that back in his pocket, right? He went in his jacket, ruffled up some change, and he gave him exactly what he asked for, 33 cents. He said he looked at it in his hand. He said, with a straight face, he told me, he said, I can't live like this. So I can't be living like this. And he said he applied for school at University of Illinois, Chicago. He's like, they gave him free schooling and stuff like that because he was homeless and everything. Then he ended up getting a job, and he ended up moving up, and that's how he was in a situation. Like, so now he like help others get into like nursing programs, get their phlebotomy certificate, get the CNA certificate, all that stuff. He helps them, with those types of certificates and finding the right schools for the nurse program. So he said he do credit repair. He also be in like real estate, so he has like multiple streams. So he develops like multiple streams of income and stuff like that. But he said it was from that day, that's when he had to, make a turn for his life. But he was in that same mindset, like, he thought that's where he's supposed to be, was just homeless and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's how, even from the books that you read, Think and Grow Rich, The Four Agreements, Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Millionaire Next Door, The 7 Spiritual Laws. The list goes on and on from the books that I read. It's all about the mindset and everything of that nature. If you, poor is a mindset, being poor is a mindset. You can always get out of that situation, but I just hate when people do that. Like, you trying to get money to support your habit, but if you can't afford to support your habit, that means you need to stop that habit, to stop doing what you're doing. Because Charles not giving you no money so you can go get high. That's one of the reasons why I had to stop giving money to homeless people. I be like, yo, I'll give you some food, I'll go buy you some food, because I want to know, do you really want to eat, or you just trying to use this money to go, buy a beer? or buy a fifth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll do that. They'll save up their money, then they'll go get drunk or go get high. They ain't even thinking about food. You got somebody on the corner that's like really trying to eat. Like, man, you know, can you do such and such? Like one time a guy hounded me because I had a card on me. I was like, I'll buy his food. He's like, all right, come on. Cool. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going in one store, they didn't accept card. He was like, there's an ATM right there. You know, he really was like, there's an ATM right there to pull out the cash. And at that time I was using a credit card. Because I was like, I couldn't think why I ain't using my debit card at that time. But we went to another spot. I ended up buying him some food and stuff, and then bam, you know, he was appreciative. He got the food, and that's what he did. He ate. He ain't bothered nobody. He went on about his day. And then there was another incident when I was in Boston at the time in Harvard Square. I'll never forget. This one guy, he was in AA, right? He's in AA. He comes up to me, right? And he was like, excuse me, I'm homeless. It was like a script he had. He must have been practicing this. He was like, excuse me, I'm homeless. And I was wondering, could you spare some change so I could go get me something to eat? And I was like, lips felt a little chapped there. So I was like, I'm not gonna, you know, buy you. I'm not finna give you no money, but I'll buy you some food. He said, okay. We went to a restaurant, sat and talked with him, and you know, he had a burger and a fry and stuff like that. I wasn't really too much hungry. I think I might have grabbed some chicken or something. And he was telling me like he stuck his hand in some type of cave. He said a leprechaun bit him, and he's like he's filled with good luck. And I was like, okay. Oh, okay. So after that, you know, I leave. I go on about my business and stuff, and then I run into him again like a few hours later, right? So he comes to me and he was like, you know, sir, I want to say thank you for the food you've given me. It is deep down in my stomach. Now I want to ask you for another favor. So I'm like, another favor? What's the favor? He's like, I need $3.50 so I could get on the train and go home because I got shit to do. What? So you had a place to stay the whole time and you ate, and now you want money to get back home, so you, what? Man, I kid you not. That's the reason why I'm like, yo, okay, you abusing the thing and stuff, right? Again, and he don't even know. This is my last take, and because I'm almost to the crib. But you know, I ran into him a few years down the road. It was 2013, 2014, right? And he ain't remember me. So he was like, hey, same pitch, hi, I want to know, can I ask for a favor? I'm in AA, here is my paperwork. I was like, you don't remember me, do you? And he was like, no. I was like, you sure you really don't remember me? I was like, bro, I ran into you in 2008, 2009. That's what? I'm like, that was 5 years ago, bro. You still in AA? And I was with my friend at the time, and she was like, Charles. I was like, no. I'm like, you still in AA? He's like, I'm still in AA. Man, get out of my face, man. I walked away from Buddy. Like, you still in AA, and for 5 years, you ain't finished? So she was trying to basically tell me, like, you know, some people is, I'm like, I don't know nobody that's still in there. Like, if you was really serious and you really trying to quit the addiction, you would have been quit. So you it's making it hard for me to believe that you are really in this program, and I don't know how that stuff works, you know. But if you really are trying to break an addiction, then you will have it set in your mind, and you will do, take it a step at a time. Not so like you're gonna quit cold turkey, but you'll do it, a step at a time to be able to quit that addiction and stuff. And it's just, I don't like people that do that, like abuse the system. Like, there's people out here that do need help and that, are trying to get out the situation that they are in. And then you got those that just abuse the system. Meaning like they got a place to stay, they got food and stuff like that, but they just don't want to do nothing. They want things to be given to them. They don't want to work for it. And that's crazy because nothing is given to you in this world. You have to earn it, or you have to make a way to get it. No one's gonna give you a handout. No one. But all right, y'all. I'm about to go and pulling up. I just had to get that off my chest real quick, cause that, like I said, that's aggravating to me. That aggravated the hell out of me. Not even gonna lie. Got your 6 weeks. She about 6 weeks. Daughter, son, outside in the carriage, and you camping out at this Subway, asking people for a 65 cent to get a backwood just to go get high. Almost, yeah.